हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज का हमारा टॉपिक है फोनोन. सो फोनोन आर द क्रिस्टल वाइब्रेशंस, and as we had discussed before about crystal vibrations, that atom located at the lattice point are not at rest. They are oscillating about their mean position. Even at 0 Kelvin, atoms are not at rest, and these atoms make simple harmonic motion about the equilibrium point, and the atoms are attached to the neighboring atom via elastic spring. So the motion of one atom affects the motion of another atom. So phonons are the energy released from these atomic vibrations. So here phonon, this stands for sound, and on stands for the subatomic particle, as we know about the electron and in neutrons. So phonon, here this stands for sound, and this stands for the subatomic particle. Now see the difference between photon and phonon. Now, like phonons are also quantized, and if we see the energy of photon and phonon, then energy for photons is given by E is equal to h nu, where h is the Planck's constant, and if we write this c as c over by lambda, then c is the velocity of light, which is 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second, and lambda is the wavelength. Now E is equals to h nu is the energy associated with a photon. Now if we see the energy for phonon, then energy for phonon is given by E is equal to h cut omega, where if we multiply and divide by 2 pi, then this h by 2 pi is the reduced Planck constant, and 2 pi nu is the omega. So energy associated with photon is given by E is equal to h nu, and energy associated with phonons is given by h cut omega. Clear? Now if we see the energy associated with one photon is h nu, then energy associated with n photons will be nh nu. Similarly, if energy associated with one phonon is given by h cut omega, then energy associated with n phonons is given by nh cut omega. Clear? So like photons, these phonons are also quantized. Now what are the similarities between phonons and photons? Both phonons and photons are bosonic particles and follow Bose-Einstein distribution, and also both follow wave and particle nature. Now what are the differences between photons and phonon? Now we had discussed about the dispersion relation for phonon in both in monoatomic lattice and diatomic lattice. Now what makes a difference between photons and phonon? That dispersion relation in photon is only optical, but dispersion relation in phonons is optical and acoustical, as we had seen in diatomic lattice, that omega plus and omega minus, where omega plus is optical branch and omega minus is acoustical branch. So the phonons or lattice vibrations which are generated via heat are called thermally generated phonons, and if these vibrations are generated via light, then these are optically generated phonons, and if these are generated by sound, then they are called acoustical phonons. Now if we write the average number of phonons generated in crystal, then it is given by n average is equals to 1 over में E h cut omega over में kb T minus 1, where kb is the Boltzmann constant and T is the temperature. Clear? Now next see what is the momentum of phonon. The momentum is equals to h over में lambda. Now if we multiply and divide by 2 pi, then this h over में 2 pi is h cut, and this 2 pi over में lambda is k. So the momentum associated with phonon is P is equals to h cut k. We had discussed about a Bolt sphere in our previous lectures, and see reciprocal lattice. Then we had discussed that, as you can see here, that if this is a k vector which is for the incident beam, and this is k dash vector for scattered beam, then this is represent the reciprocal lattice vector, which is g. So this k vector plus g vector is equals to k dash vector. Here. So if we see the scattering of photons via crystals, then these scatterings are of two types. One is elastic scattering and another is inelastic scattering. So first we discuss about the elastic scattering, where there is a conservation of both energy and momentum are conserved. So according to these conservation law, we will write these equations for both energy and momentum. So first, if we see from here that k plus g is equals to k dash, where k is the incident wave vector and k dash is the scattered wave vector and g is the reciprocal lattice vector. Clear? So if we multiply this with the h cut, then it will represent by h cut k vector plus h cut g vector is equals to h cut k dash. Here this h cut k represent the scattered photon, this h cut k is the incident photon and this h cut k dash is the scattered photon, and here this term is a balancing factor. So this is the this represents the conservation of momentum in case of elastic scattering. Now if we write for the energy, then omega is the frequency or say energy of incident photon and omega dash is the energy of scattered photon. Then in that case, then this energy which is incident and energy scattered will be equal in case of elastic scattering. Yeah. So omega will be equal to omega dash, means energy of incident photon will be equal to energy of scattered photon. Yeah. So conservation of energy and momentums give that for energy it is, if we multiply both sides with h cut, then the conservation of energy will be h cut omega is equal to h cut omega dash, and conservation of momentum will be given by h cut k dash is equals to h cut k plus में h cut g. Clear? So momentum change but not change in energy. There is no change in energy. Clear? So this is the elastic scattering of photons with the lattice. So here there is a no change in frequency of incident photon, and such type of process are called normal or N process. Now next is the inelastic scattering of photons with the if we see the interaction of these photons with the crystals, then in case of inelastic scattering, then in inelastic scattering phonon will also include in the process. As we had seen in elastic scattering, if photon interact with crystals, then phonon is not included in the scattering process. But if we see in case of inelastic scattering, then in inelastic scattering phonon is also included in the process. So in this inelastic scattering, either phonon is absorbed or phonon is emitted. So first, if we see, if after the interaction of incident phonon emit, then how we will represent this. See here that we represent phonon with this. We represent photon with this and photon with this. Sorry, phonon with this. So this is for photon and this is for phonon. Clear? So if we represent the emission of phonon, then see here this is the incident photon and this is the scattered photon, and this represents the emitted phonon. Clear? Similarly, if we represent for the phonon absorption, then in phonon absorption, this is the direction for incident photon and this is the direction for scattered photon, and this represent the direction for absorbed phonon. Clear? Now see here, this k is the incident wave vector and omega is the incident frequency of photon, and k dash is the wave vector for scattered photon and omega dash is the frequency for scattered photon. Now this capital K represents the wave vector for emitted phonon and omega represents the frequency for emitted phonon. Now here this k and omega similarly represent wave vector and frequency for incident photon, and this represent wave vector and frequency for emitted photon. And here this k and omega represents the wave vector and frequency for absorbed phonon. Yeah. So if phonon emitted, then the direction in this then it is represented in this direction. If phonon is absorbed, then it is in this direction. So this is the representation for emission and absorption of phonons. Now if we write the conservation for energy and momentum, then for energy, that if we see first case, if phonon is emitted, then in that case conservation of energy will be given by h cut omega is equals to h cut omega dash plus में h cut omega. Clear? Now if we write the conservation of momentum for the case of phonon emission, then this is given by, this is for the incident photon momentum, which is h cut k, and this is the for the scattered photon h cut k dash, and plus h cut capital K is the momentum of emitted phonon, and here this h cut g is the balancing factor. Now if we write for the conservation energy and momentum for the case of phonon absorption, then this is given by that here in this case this incident photon and this phonon will get absorbed and will result in a scattered photon. So energy conservation will be written as omega plus omega for phonon is equals to omega dash for scattered photon. Now if we multiply this with h cut, then it will represents the energy. So here h cut omega plus में h cut omega for phonon is equals to h cut omega dash. Now write for the conservation of momentum, then for the case of conservation of momentum it is k plus में k plus g is equals to k dash, where h cut k plus में h cut k plus h cut g is equals to h cut k dash. Yeah. So this is the conservation of energy for and conservation of momentum for the case where phonon is absorbed. Clear? So if we see in this case that in inelastic scattering of photon with the phonons, then frequency is not same, and such type of processes are called U processes. So here we had discussed about the photon and phonon, that there are two processes, elastic scattering and inelastic scattering. Elastic scattering is a normal or N process, and inelastic scattering is the this is the U process. So in elastic scattering frequency remains same, but in inelastic scattering frequency is not same. So this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you, students.